welcome to another build. If you've been with me this whole time, you should know what this one is about. So let's get into it. As usual, you're going to want to grab all of your materials first. And let's go ahead and get some measurements done. And I'm measuring it at 89 inches here, and the reason for that is I have a very large space in my living room, and this is going to be my personal coffee table. Pretty standard procedure here. I'm just going to cut it on the line. I just randomly chose a middle piece here. There really wasn't a rhyme or reason to this one, and what I'm using this middle piece for is going to be the middle piece, ironically, of this coffee table. And a quick safety note here, boys and girls. If you want your toes, don't do as I do in a workshop. Don't use flip-flops. So I know I want the middle piece of my coffee table to be 5 inches wide, so that's why you see me marking this 5 inches all the way down here. So I'm going to grab these cool little things. I honestly don't know what they're called. If you know, comment down below please. That'd be great. I call this my straight edge cutter grip. It's a long name for a very simple thing. But the reason I'm using it is because my table saw is currently out of commission and I want to make a straight cut on this piece of wood. Like I said, I want it to be 5 inches in width, the entire length of the board. And this tool is going to help me do this with any kind of hand saw. Time to measure and confirm if I got that cut right. Looks good. So after I got that piece cut, I'm going to put it through the planer here. That just helps level everything out, make sure that all the boards in the end are all going to be the same thickness. Now I'm going to go ahead and speed this process along because it is relatively boring and I want to save you guys time. Now we do need to talk about this board real quick. If you see the two different colors there, what that is the wood itself has actually warped a little bit, so the edges are higher than the middle is. So the planer actually scraped off the top edge, which is why the edges look lighter than the middle does. When this happens, it's not the end of the world, that's fine. All you're going to do is you're going to keep pushing it through the planer, but you're going to flip it upside down as well so that you can get as level of a piece as you possibly can. And to understand the rest of this video, I highly encourage you watch the other videos in this series so that you can understand how this build came to be as a whole. And if you haven't watched it yet, here's a basic breakdown. And a quick play-by-play, you're going to gather your pieces. You're going to cut your pieces. You're going to burn them. You're going to clean them. You're going to fill them with resin, you're going to sand them, you're going to put them together, then you're going to build a table base. Then we go back to where we are right now. And that is cutting some 2x4s so that we can support the table. And you'll see what I mean in just a second here. By the way, I cut these to about 12 inches. You don't have to be precise, you just have to make sure that it covers the span of all 3 boards for the table. Quick question for you. Does that table base look familiar to anyone? Comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. At this point, I'm just placing these 2x4s here along with the base on top of this table to get a dry fit. And after I made my markings, I went and put these boards as close together as possible using a rubber mallet and the clamps here. I want to make them very flush before I attach 2x4s. While 2x4s will act as support, if they're not flush to begin with, it doesn't make sense to attach them. And as far as attaching goes, it's pretty simple here. You're just going to want to go for about a 2-inch wood screw. Put 2 in each board. You can see there on the smaller ones there's 6 holes in each of them. That's because there's 6 screws in each one holding the entire table together.